Hello and welcome to my channel. I'm Rebecca and I wanted to share with you my weekly meal prep. This one is specific for weight loss because I am just trying to lose, I don't know, I'm not gonna put a number on it, but just shed a little bit of body fat as kind of like the last bit of weight, a bit of like baby weight. So I'm gonna just give you a recap of the day. It is Sunday and I started the day with our normal like routine with the baby and just like getting her fed and getting things in order. Chris made some like geta and bacon. I had a banana and 2 pieces of sausage because I was going to yoga and I didn't want to have anything too heavy before I went, but I still wanted to have something, and so that was nice. I got to go to yoga and I came back and we had to quickly get ready. I had to like eat some eggs, made an egg scramble real quick, hopped in the shower because I did hot yoga and I was disgusting, and had to go to a birthday party, which was really fun. The girls had a really good time, and so we went after that to the grocery store because I had just wrote my grocery list. When did I write that? Oh, the morning before I actually went for yoga. That was what I was going to say. I was doing my planning this morning. I had a like idea of what I wanted to like have this week and stuff, but I didn't have anything set in stone, and I still need to pick up a few items from the grocery store. So yes, I did write my list and plan everything before I went to yoga. So once we were done with our party, we went to the grocery store and picked up the last of the groceries, and then I came home and I've basically been prepping. I like had to write my to-do list. I had to do a little bit of cleaning up first. I cannot work in a like messy space, and so I had to like clean off the island and just like do some dishes and things like that. But for the most part, I've just been standing in the kitchen for like 4 hours, and it was like in between like doing the bath and like making dinner and that kind of stuff. Like Chris and I were tag teaming everything. So it is like it's 10 o'clock. It's 10 o'clock right now, and I'm done. I've been done for a little bit. I had to actually put everything together, make it pretty so I could show it to you and explain to you what I did. So I'm going to share with you what I did on my day 1 of meal prep, and then tomorrow I will finish up and show you kind of how I put everything together and what I plan on doing with it this week. Okay, so these are my sourdough artisan loaves. I wish I would have taken a picture earlier, but it's just balls of dough basically. But I got this done. I fed my starter last night and then did the stretch and folds before I went to yoga, and then I actually had Taylor do 3 stretch and folds when I was gone, and then got this going later on. And then I made egg bites tonight. These are spinach, feta, and red pepper egg bites, and I just used like a copycat recipe off the internet and then switched it up to use some egg whites just to make it like more protein. And I'm waiting on the dishes to get done before I can put this one away. But then let's move over here. This is quinoa. I was going to make a tabbouleh, but I'm actually going to use this on top of my Mediterranean chicken salads. So I just use olive oil, lemon juice, a little bit of garlic, salt and pepper, and then some fresh parsley and mint. And this is just lettuce that I cleaned. And I really try to like not use so many bags. Here are the bagels that I made. Can't see them too well, can you? These are everything bagels. These are just plain bagels. I made the dough last night and then did all the like the shaping, rising, boiling, and baking tonight. But the point is I reuse these. These are like in the freezer. Or these have been in the freezer, and I just reuse them because like why not? It's not getting dirty or anything. It's just holding like bread. For the lettuce, I will like throw this away when I'm done. And I do need to just get a gallon bag one, but I try to reuse them or use the reusable ones as well. I just have small reusable ones, so it's just not big enough for this. But anyway, just have to throw that out there because, you know, everything is about balance, and I try to use glass on everything. But, you know, when you don't have enough stuff, you gotta use some plastic bags. It's fine. Anyway, we grilled some chicken. We, as in Chris, grilled some chicken. And so this is for salad. He grilled the chicken when he made dinner. We had chicken thighs, corn, and green beans for dinner. And so he grilled up some chicken breast for me that we can use this for our salad. And I also used it, I chopped it up for these 2 enchiladas. These are chicken and cheese enchiladas, one for us to eat on Tuesday and then one for a friend. And then I just prepped from fruit. We had a Misfits market order this week, and so I chopped up the cantaloupe, This is that pineapple, and from, if you saw my grocery haul, this is the pineapple, the 4th time I've bought it to make juice. And here's the inner pulp. I just decided, you know what? I'm not gonna throw it away because I do plan on making juice tomorrow. So I just saved the core for the juice and we'll use the meat to eat. And then have some leftover parsley. This is gonna be for an eggplant lasagna on Thursday. And this is, I tried to puree carrots because I'm making some waffles. And it didn't quite puree, but it's very finely diced, so that's what that is. I have 1 whole cup in here because I just ran out of time. I didn't have time to actually get the waffles done, so I just put it in here. And then if I have extra, because I'm not sure how much I'm going to make, now that I'm going to do it tomorrow, I might make more. But anyway, this is just the end of day 1 meal prep. So I am going to be weighing stuff because I am tracking right now to just drop a few pounds. I'm going to do like 6 to 8 weeks. And just to make sure that I'm getting everything that I want, I'm going to be weighing everything out. Well, most everything actually. And I'd like to just put this on the scale and then we'll tear it out and then measure from there rather than like measuring each individual bowl. It's much easier that way. But I'm going to make the salads. I have 2 that I'm going to eat this like the rest of the week, and then this one I'm going to have for lunch today. And that's why I'm just going to make them all at once. And there you have it. This is my lunch for today, lunch for tomorrow and Wednesday. Then I made this salad dressing a while ago, a couple weeks ago. It's just like a Mediterranean. This is like a jar of honey. I used the last little bit of the honey in here to make the dressing. But this is just like, I found the recipe online, and it has like honey, vinegar. I'll try to link it below if you're interested, but like orange was a big one. I was trying to make the Layla's house salad, which is Mediterranean restaurant near me, and it's like very heavy in orange flavor. So there's orange in here and a little bit of sumac, I believe. But anyway, this is what I have, and a note about weight loss. So I just want to talk about weight loss real quick. So this meal prep is really a meal prep that you can do for weight loss or weight management. Basically, I eat the same way when I'm trying to drop a few pounds that I do like while I'm like maintaining my weight. And really, like, you should do that, because the only way you're going to maintain a healthy weight is if the way you're eating is pretty much the same when you're on a cut. Like, the only difference is that the calories are a little bit lower. And you know, I might skip out on like nuts. Say maybe, you know, I'm already having my like sunflower seeds later today. Ordinarily, maybe if I wasn't like on a cut, I would just maybe throw a few on here, like little things like that. But for the most part, like, I am definitely just eating the same way, just a little bit more strategic and planning everything out. That way I do stay in a deficit, so I can just lose a little bit of body fat. Tracking is not something that I think you should do forever. I mean, there are some personalities and just some people who like to do that, and like, it's totally fine for them to do forever. Or a long time, especially like in the fitness world, to make sure you are getting like enough protein and the carbs that you need. I really try to just like, when I'm tracking, I just use that as an opportunity to learn like my portions. And so I know like 2 handfuls of the chicken was about 4 ounces, you know what I mean? Like 2 or so of the artichokes are a couple ounces, and it doesn't matter if you really go over on that. They're not super high in calorie, and I'm definitely not measuring my cucumber. But then like my handful of feta was about 1 ounce. It's the same thing with like mozzarella. Usually like my handful is like 21 grams to 1 ounce. And so it's just learning those portion controls. I call it mindful tracking. And it's basically where you are tracking, but you're being mindful. You're paying attention to, number one, the portions, to learn like how much you need on a regular basis, like how much it's going to take to get that 4 ounces of chicken to make you feel full. But then also you're going to pay attention to that part, to like, am I actually full? How do I feel? Like, are my workouts fueled right? Do I have energy? And you know, it's not always exactly what you eat, because there is a hormonal part to it, but for the most part, using, you know, mindfully tracking will help you to figure out what your body really likes, what you need. Because I mean, you can follow anyone's plan, but if it's not a plan that's really for you, it's not going to work. And even with my clients, like, I don't just tell them what to do. I give them guides and I support them along the way. And I certainly have my suggestions and give them a starting point, but it's up to them to listen to their body, to really track their habits, their intake, their progress, and to see like what actually makes me feel good. Because the point is to just like lose a little bit of weight, or however much you need. You know, like I've already been through like my main weight loss journey where I lost 42 pounds, and actually 62 pounds total. But I think at like, in like an 8-month period, it was like 42 pounds. But anyway, but now I'm just trying to just lose a few pounds of baby weight. You know, I breastfed up until 15 months. And so I really wasn't too focused on losing weight until then. And then it was in October that I started to like track again and see where my maintenance calories were, and then try to really, my goal was to like lose 5 pounds by January 1st, because most people gain weight around the holidays, and I wanted to lose or at least maintain. And I did end up losing 7 pounds from October until like mid-January, and I pretty much just maintained that, maybe a few pounds up, which is normal. Like once you lose weight and you get down to a spot, you're going to, you know, you're going to fluctuate 3 to 5 pounds. It's just water weight, it's not a big deal. But now I don't know, like maybe like 5 or 10 pounds would be nice, but it also just depends because I have more muscle now. And so I had an in-body scan in January. I know what I'm doing, and I know that it is going to yield me the results. And ultimately, like, I'll use my scale at home to measure the weight. And I'll also just use my mirror to see, you know, how I'm looking. And then also I'll use my energy, my mood to know how I'm feeling. And so that's how I will monitor my progress. But anyway, I think there's just like a stigma sometimes on weight loss or how to do it. And I just believe that you should eat pretty much the same way that you would. And so maybe that does mean you have to make some changes in the way that you eat. But I also think that if you really like a cookie, throw it on a yogurt bowl, have it that way so you can like get that satisfaction, but also don't get, you know, consumed by, you know, the food industry that actually pairs up the fat, salt, and sugar so very well that makes you keep getting more and wanting more. But if you kind of have that protein, that kind of nips that in the bud, so you end up like just being satisfied off of that. But anyway, I think you should be able to eat treats and do things, everything in moderation. You know, I don't know if there's a percentage, 80-20 necessarily, but I do think that there is a level of, I don't know, like there is a level of junk that you can eat, you know, to a point. Like we live in this modern world, like it is what it is, you know what I mean? And if you like something, then you should be able to have it. And I do think that over time, there are going to be certain things that you find that like, I might like the taste of it now, but as I eat like better and as I start really paying attention to how I feel, you'll probably make better choices and start like getting rid of things, but you'll be so empowered to do it because it'll be on you, not like what someone else said or what worked for your friend or somebody else. That's what I'm all about. Like I've certainly made changes. Even now I'm like thinking about, I don't know if I really need any artificial sweetener anymore, but anyway, just something I'm personally thinking about now. And I took like chips out of my diet because of the freaking maltodextrin. Like I realized that was really making my stomach upset. So it's just interesting. Like if you just pay attention to your body, it'll tell you what you need. And I don't think that you need to like cut everything out right away. I think you just make small changes and continue to see progress. And you can see progress, like whether that's even like with weight or with your pain, you will see improvement if you do small things along the time. And sometimes it is losing some weight to help you to feel better and to help some of the pain go away, and also to fight the inflammation. So it's like, just take it one step at a time, have a focus. And like right now it's like, okay, I want to lose some weight, so this is what I'm going to do. Next I'm really focused on, you know, improving like my exercise. And next I'm going to focus on like really working on my recovery. And then next time I'm going to really work on like my stress, or maybe do a little bit of it at, you know, at the same time. But anyway, just want to share that tidbit on what I'm doing because I am definitely being more strategic right now. I meal prep every week always. Before like I had her, I was doing this, just like doing the best that I can with the time that I have. And that's why again it's a 2-day meal prep, because yesterday I got like a lot of stuff done and today I'm like kind of putting it all together. And then while she's napping, and I've got the oven on 450, I'm like sweating because it's so hot in here, because I'm going to bake the sourdough bread. And then at some point I'm going to make the waffles. And what else? And juice. I think that's the only thing that's left on the list. But I'm going to show you kind of like what I'm going to do for breakfast and stuff like that too, and kind of talk through my food. Bread is done. Now it just has to sit here for a while and cool. And then I'll probably slice it either today or tomorrow, and then put it in the freezer. Here's one of my snacks. This is just a simple yogurt bowl. I'm using one of these that I got from Sam's, and I like using the vanilla with this too, but this is all I have upstairs, so I'm just going to use it. And then I just put a tablespoon of sunflower seeds and then just 14 grams of this, which I get from Aldi. And it's really good, just a nice little basically snack to get me until we have dinner. And basically, depending on the day and what I eat will determine like how much of everything I put on it. Well, I'll always do just 1 tablespoon of sunflower seeds, but I might have like up to an ounce of this, just kind of depending. And then I might even add some fruit, which I just don't have any fresh fruit, and my blueberries are frozen, but blueberries would be good with that too. So I did it. I actually freaking did it. It's been like a month in the waiting, and it's so freaking easy. It's already done. It was like so easy. It's just the cleanup, which is actually so easy. I just need a place to put the stuff. I just rinse it and it's done. Can you guess? I made the freaking juice. So my phone, or not my phone, the camera battery died when I was making the waffles. I did have to have Chris open up the vanilla. I don't know what was going on with it. Even he struggled with it. But anyway, got it open. Got all of the waffles done. And now I just made the juice. And I'm going to show you what, just like the rest of it. The rest of day 2 meal prep. But let me show you my juicer. Sneak peek at the waffles. But I've got this really nice Huron juicer. It is like very high end. It's a slow juicer. This was definitely a splurge and an investment when we remodeled our kitchen. But I just have not used it as much as I should. And maybe that's like an upper limit problem. If you've seen or read The Big Leap, maybe that's what the issue is here. But anyway, it's so good. I just got to get in the habit of doing it. I'm going to add some coconut milk and then some spirulina. And in here I have the pineapple. I use the pineapple, and then lemon and ginger. So here is day 2 of meal prep. All done. These are the 2 salads, the Greek chicken salads that I showed you earlier. I made the juice, and now there should be 8, but I did spill some, and that really was annoying. But you know, it's just been one of those days where I've had to just be really thankful that I didn't spill all of it, you know what I mean? But I'm really excited, and I tasted it because there was like enough to put like 1/5 of this, and it's so good. And definitely I'm going to get back in the habit of using that juicer. Like, we bought it because it's so easy to clean and use. I've got to use it. Okay. Then we got our waffles. I actually have 2 more of these in the freezer because I had Chris taste it and it didn't have like as much flavor as I wanted, because I did a double batch and I only used enough seasoning for 1 batch. So I was like, oh gosh, I put those in a freezer bag just as like plain ones, and then these are going to be ones that I eat because I don't put anything on them when I have them as my pre-workout. And then I did go to Target and I picked up a couple bags. Now I thought this was a gallon bag, hashtag blind girl problems. It's just like a tall bag. It looks like a freaking lunch bag. So I'm gonna maybe just break them apart and put them in there, because I usually only eat like 1/4 or 1/2 of these. It actually worked perfectly. I just broke them in half and put like the bigger halves at the bottom, and I just had to break up the very last one. Typically I've actually made these much smaller. Today was the first time that I made them like a full like Belgian style waffle, and that is because I wanted to save time, because it takes like 5 minutes to cook each one. And then Chris stopped at the store and had to get pickles for hamburgers, because yes, she did eat them with her sandwich, and we had to get more for our dinner. And then we also picked up olives that we couldn't find at our local store the other day. So I had to pick up some strawberries because I really would like these for my yogurt bowls. And plus the girls love them. Taylor actually likes to put them on her waffle with some chocolate sauce. And then I baked those 2 loaves of bread, and these are like humongous. Like, I think because they actually sat in the fridge a couple hours longer. So I'm really excited to see how these taste. They're gonna be extra fermented. And I'm just going to leave these out. You can leave the sourdough out on the counter for a day. And then like tomorrow I could put it in a bag, but tomorrow I'm just going to slice it because I'll give this to Peyton for breakfast, or maybe she'll want a waffle. I'm not sure, but that is day 2 of my meal prep. So it's 10:30. This is why I cannot get to bed on time to wake up at 6:15 with 8 hours of sleep. I've already taken care of some of my nighttime routine, like my skincare, and so I'm not gonna have to worry about that at least. You could totally make things a little bit easier and buy like pre-cooked chicken and some like vegetables already cut up, maybe like bagged lettuce that's already cut up and stuff. But I like love to, number one, I do really enjoy cooking, and like, I don't know, I try to just do things while I'm doing other things. Like when we made dinner last night, Chris just made a bunch of extra chicken. It was like nothing more, except I did have to chop it all up, but there's like nothing but just chicken in it, you know? And there is maltodextrin in like everything, and it definitely upsets my stomach. But anyway, it took me, you know, 2 days because I had to take care of the baby basically, and other things, because we, like I said, had the party and all that yesterday, and then today I did go to the gym, had to run to Target, and then just hung out with baby girl, just me and her all day, and then oh, worked on laundry. Yeah, laundry and some emails. Tomorrow's my big admin day, so that's why I wanted to get everything done so I can just basically work the next 4 days straight and not have to worry about my food. I know what dinners we're having. Some stuff's already prepped for that. Even like tomorrow, the chicken enchilada is already cooked. On Wednesday, we're having, what are we having? Bronzino. I think barramundi or bronzino. Barramundi is at Cooper's Hawk. It's so good. But it's bronzino from Trader Joe's. And then I made coconut rice last week, and I made enough for 3 meals. So we're gonna have one of those. And then, and just a vegetable. And then on Thursday, we're doing eggplant lasagna. And that one, I mean, it is going to take a little bit of time, so I don't know if I'm going to make that like maybe Wednesday night to get it ready, or just go ahead and make it on Thursday when we plan on eating it. That will be, you know, to be determined. And then Friday's pizza night. Saturday, we're going to order hibachi. Sunday, it will either be pork chops or chicken. And that's it. Try to keep it easy, keep it simple. If you like meal prep videos and other food content, please like this video so I can make more. Maybe next week I can share what I eat in a day, or I can share another meal prep. I don't want to like get too boring with the same thing, but I also like am going to be doing this every week, so let me know if you'd like to see that, or maybe even like a post-gym routine, what I do for that. So anyway, I really appreciate you. I hope you have a great day, and go do something good for yourself because you deserve it. See you next time. Bye.